Let me do a brief introduction of myself. I'm an accomplished professional, earned my bachelor degrees from University of Malaya, Malaysia back in year 2000. And I just done my master degree in 2023. And thereafter, I obtained my PhD from these European international universities. And currently, I'm holding the position as a CEO of Original Intelligence Sdn Bhd, which is a software vendor, and also managing director at iRumah Solutions Sdn Bhd, which is the property management software solutions provider. Okay, today we're going to cover these three subjects. What is a strata property, and what should I adopt as systems, and the benefits of automated property management systems. Feel free to stop me if you have any questions. I shall stop and make some explanation on that. All right, what is a strata property? Just for your information, ownership of portions of a larger property as commonly observed in condominiums, apartments, townhouses, and multi-unit developments. This refers to a legal arrangement where individuals or entities hold exclusive rights to a specific unit or section within a collective-owned structure. This concept is often associated with residential living spaces that are part of a larger complex. Sometimes you could see this in the commercial part as well. So in such arrangement, each unit owner possesses legal title to their individual space, whether it be an apartment, townhouse, or condominium. This ownership structure allows residents to enjoy the benefits of private living spaces while sharing common areas and amenities with other unit owners. Commonly shared spaces may include lobbies, hallways, elevators, parking lots, and recreational facilities. Okay, next, the ownership structure. When individuals purchase a unit in such a property, they acquire exclusive rights to that specific space. This individual ownership typically encompasses the interior of the unit, including living spaces, bedrooms, and any other designated areas specified in the property deed. This is considered personal property, and owners have the freedom to customize and use it according to their preferences, subject to any applicable community rules or regulations, which is commonly known as house rule. In addition to owning these individual units, residents collectively share ownership of common areas and facilities. Common areas commonly include spaces like hallway, lobbies, elevators, parking lots, courtyards, gyms, swimming pools, and other shared amenities. These areas are collectively owned by all unit owners and are usually maintained and managed by a homeowners associations or resident associations or management corporations or joint management body or the similar governing body. Okay, next, the shared responsibility and decision making. The association with collective decisions making among property owners is a fundamental aspect of property ownership in communities where individuals own specific units and share ownership of common areas. This collective decision making process is typically facilitated through the presence of a homeowners associations or a resident associations or a body corporates, management corporations, or a joint management body. An entity established to oversee the shared interests of the property owners and manage the common areas or facilities within the complex. So what are the shared responsibility? Community governance, homeowners associations or body corporates, management of shared areas and facilities, and financial contributions, rule enforcements, transparent communications. So these are the things that usually will be overseen by these management corporations. So usually you will set up a hierarchy, choose a committee to run the place. Okay, next, what do we have? We have the homeowners association functions. What is the main functions of their role is they will be taking care of all these common shared facilities such as elevators, hallways, parking lots, garden and landscaping, recreational areas, maintenance and repairs. Usually maintenance and repairs refer to the lighting in the common areas, the elevators, and also the palm room, and many others. Budgeting and financial management, they will have to ensure the monthly billing collections and also is sufficient enough to foot and pay for all these outstanding bills. Last but not least, a lot of these management body will actually contract vendors to run the place. So there will be contract management and communicate with the fellow residents. Next, the benefits of strata property ownership. Access to shared amenities and services within a property complex involve the provisions of communal facilities and resources that enhances the overall living experience for residents. This access is typically facilitated through a homeowner associations or a similar governing body, and it comes with a shared cost and responsibility for the upkeep of common areas. These are some of the elaborations. Shared amenities encompasses facility and services that are accessible to all residents within the property complex. These may include common recreational areas such as pools, gyms, community rooms, green spaces like gardens, parking lots, elevators, hallways, and other communal spaces. Access control and guidelines. Usually the governing body establishes and enforces access control measures to ensure the safety and guidelines to ensure fair and equitable use of shared amenities. This may involve issuing key cards or access codes or QR codes for the door access, setting usage hours, and implementing rules to maintain a harmonious living environment. Next, we do have the recreational facilities. Residents typically have access to shared recreational facilities such as swimming pools, fitness centers, or community rooms. The governing body manages these spaces, ensuring they are well maintained, safe, and available for use according to established guidelines. Green spaces and landscaping. Shared gardens and landscaping contribute to the aesthetic appeal of the property complex. Residents have access to these green spaces for leisure and relaxations. The governing body oversees the maintenance of these areas, including regular landscaping, upkeep of plantings, and the implementation of aesthetic enhancements. Parking facilities. Access to shared parking lots or garages is typically managed by the governing body. The association ensure that parking spaces are allocated fairly, establishes rules for guest parking, and oversees maintenance and security measures in parking facilities. Elevators and common areas. Residents have access to shared spaces such as hallways, elevators, and lobbies. The management manages the maintenance of these areas, addressing issues promptly to ensure they remain in good conditions for the benefits of all residents. So the cost sharing will be shared amenities come with a shared cost. Residents contribute financially to the maintenance and improvement of common areas through their monthly fees and assessments collected by the management. These funds are pooled together and used to cover expenses such as landscaping, repairs, security, and also vendors. Budgeting and financial planning, these are also the responsibility and the benefits of this shared strata property, and responsibility for upkeeping the space and community engagement. Next, all the strata properties usually have the governance of property complexes, particularly those with homeowners associations, is subject to specific laws and regulations that vary by jurisdictions. In Malaysia itself, we have the COB, Commissioner of Buildings. These legal frameworks are in place to establish clear guidelines for the functioning of management and to define the rights and responsibility of both individual property owners and the association itself. Here's an elaboration of these key aspects: the legal framework and jurisdictions. The law enforcement and regulations governing property complexes are specific to each jurisdiction. They are enacted in the local, state, or national level, and they provide the legal foundations for the establishment, operations, and management of homeowners associations. Formations and governance. The process of forming an HOA or the management and its governance structure is typically outlined in legal statute. This may include requirements for the establishment of the association, the elections of a board of directors or committee, and the drafting of governing documents such as bylaws and governance. Right and responsibility of property owners. Legal framework clearly define the rights and responsibilities of individual property owners within the community. This includes the right to use and enjoy their individual property, the obligation to pay dues or assessments to the managements, and adherence to community rules and guidelines or house rule. Right and responsibility of the managements. Similarly, the legal framework outlines the rights and responsibility of the management as the governing body. This may involve the authority to enforce community rules, collect dues, manage common areas, make decisions on behalf of the community, and take action to address the violations or dispute. Legal provisions often include mechanisms for the enforcement of community rules and regulations. This may involve the impositions of fines, suspensions of privileges, or legal action in cases of non-compliance by property owners. An amendment and charges. The process of amending the governing documents such as bylaws and covenants is usually outlined in the legal framework. This ensures that any changes to the rules and regulations are made in transparent and democratic manner. Financial management. Law may also stipulate financial management practices for managements that includes guidelines on budgeting, financial reporting, and the proper use of funds collected from the property owners. And next, dispute resolutions. Legal or frameworks often provide mechanisms for dispute resolutions within the community. This may involve mediations, arbitrations, or other methods to address conflicts between individual property owners and the managements. Last but not least, the transparency and accountability. The legal framework emphasizes transparency and accountability in the operations of the management. This may include requirements for open meetings, proper record keeping, and disclosure of financial information to the property owners. Okay, next, why should you adopt a system? Efficiency in property management is greatly enhanced through the implementations of automation, which streamlines various tasks associated with property operations. This efficiency is particularly evident in areas such as rent collections, maintenance requests, and tenant communication. Here are some of the examples like rent collections. Automation simplified the rent collection process by enabling online payment systems. Instead of relying on manual methods like checks or cash payments, property manager can set up automated online platforms that allow tenants to pay rent electronically, like IBG, interbank gyro, all these methods, FPX, are the ways to make payments. Automated rent collection systems can send reminders to tenants, generate receipts automatically, and record payment transactions in the centralized management system. This reduces the administration's burden on property managers and minimizes the likelihood of errors or delay in processing payments. Maintenance requests. Automation facilitates a streamlined process for handling maintenance requests. Tenants can submit requests through an online portal detailing the nature of the issue and its urgency. Automated system can categorize and prioritize maintenance requests, assigning tasks to the appropriate personnel or contractors based on predefined criteria. This ensures a quicker response to urgent issue and efficient allocation of resources. Task scheduling and reminders. Automation tools can be used to schedule and manage routine tasks such as property inspections, preventive maintenance, or even lease renewals. Automated reminders help property managers stay organized and ensure that important deadlines are not overlooked. Calendar integrations and notification systems help streamline communications, reducing the risk of missed appointments and critical dates. Tenant communications and community communications. Automated communication tools enhance the efficiency of interactions between property managers and tenants. Mass communications such as announcements or policy updates or house rule updates can be disseminated through email or messaging platforms. Automated responses to common tenant inquiries can provide instant information, freeing up property managers' time for more complex matters. Additionally, automated communications ensure consistency in messaging across the property managements. Document managements. Automations simplify document management processes by digitizing paperwork and centralized documentation. Lease agreements, tenant records, and maintenance logs can be stored in a secure and easily accessible digital format. This reduces the time spent searching for physical documents, enhances organizations, and provides a quick and efficient way to retrieve essential information when needed. Data analysis and reporting. Automated system can generate reports and analytics on various aspects of property management, including financial performance, occupancy rates, and maintenance trends. Property manager can leverage this insight to make informed decisions and optimize their management strategies. Automation enables real-time data tracking, allowing property managers to stay proactive and address issues promptly. And last but not least, integrations with accounting system. Automations can be integrated with accounting software to streamline financial processes. This includes automated generations of financial reports, monthly billing, tracking expenses, and facilitating seamless transactions. Integration reduces manual data entry errors and ensures that financial records are accurate and up to date. Okay, next. What do we have is cost reductions. Cost reduction is significant advantage of implementing automated systems in various aspects of property management. Automated systems contribute to cost saving by minimizing manual labor. As all of us aware, our salary is on the rise due to the inflations. And definitely, manual labor does produce manual errors. And of course, with these automated systems, it shall optimize the allocations of resources. Here are some of the examples, okay, of having cost reductions, having an automated property management system that can minimize your manual labors, efficient time management, reduce your manual errors, optimize your resources allocations by including your staff time and finances, by automating routine tasks. Property manager can ensure their resources are directed towards activities that generate the highest value for the property and its stakeholders. This optimized resource allocations leads to a more efficient operations, allowing property management team to achieve their objective with a leaner and more cost-effective approach. Remote monitoring and management. Automated systems often offer remote monitoring capabilities, enabling property managers to oversee multiple properties from a centralized locations. This reduces the need for on-site staff at each property, resulting in cost saving related to personnel, office space, and associated overheads. Remote management also improves responsiveness to issues, as property manager can address concerns without the need for physical presence. Consistency in compliance. Automated systems can be programmed to ensure consistent adherence to legal and regulatory requirements. This reduces the risk of non-compliance, which can lead to fines or legal dispute that may incur significant costs. By automating compliance monitoring and reporting, the manager can avoid costly penalties and legal consequences. Next, scalability and flexibility. Automated systems provide scalability and flexibility, allowing property management operations to expand or adapt to changing needs without proportionally increasing costs. As a property portfolio grows, automated process can handle increased workload without a linear increase in labor costs. Improve tenant and residents' experience. Prompt responses to queries. Automated communications tools such as chatbots or automated email responses enable property managers to provide quick and accurate answers to tenant inquiries. This immediacy in response time enhances the overall tenant experience by reducing wait time for information. Tenants appreciate timely and helpful responses to their queries, contributing to a positive perception of the property management team. Efficient issue resolutions. Automation streamlines the process of reporting and resolving issues. Tenant can submit maintenance requests or problem report problems through an online portal, triggering an automated workflow for issue resolutions. Quick response time and efficient handling of maintenance requests contribute to improved satisfaction among tenants and communities and owners, fostering a positive relationship between the owners, tenants, and property management. Streamline communication channels. Automated systems provide centralized communication channels for property managers and tenants. Online portals, messaging systems, and email alerts create a seamless and efficient way for tenants to communicate with the property management. Centralized communication ensures that important information, announcements, and updates are easily accessible to all residents, fostering transparency and reducing the likelihood of miscommunications. Online self-service portals. Automated self-service portals empower tenants to manage certain aspects of their tenancy independently. This includes paying rent online, accessing lease documents, and submitting maintenance requests. Tenants appreciate the convenience of self-service option. They can do it 24/7 at any time, anywhere, and the ability to address routine tasks online contributes to an improved overall experience. Proactive communications. Automated systems allow property managers to set up proactive communications such as automated reminders for lease renewals, community events, or important deadlines. This ensures that tenants are well informed and engaged with community happenings. Proactive communication demonstrates attentiveness and considerations, enhancing the overall satisfaction of the tenants and residents. Feedback mechanism. Automated survey or feedback mechanism enable property managers to gather insights into tenant satisfactions. By seeking input on services, amenities, and overall living experience, property manager can make data-driven improvement to enhance residents' satisfaction. The ability to provide feedback fosters a sense of community involvement and show residents that their options are valued. Integration with security system. Automated security systems such as access control and surveillance contribute to tenant safety and peace of mind. Integration with these systems for efficient monitoring and management for security measurements, enhanced security measures contribute to a positive living experience, creating a sense of well-being among residents. Personalized services. Automation enables property managers to collect and analyze data on tenant preferences and behaviors. This data can be used to offer personalized services or amenities, creating a tailored experience for individual residents. Personalization contributes to a sense of community and demonstrates a commitment to meeting the unique needs of each tenant. Real-time monitoring and analytics are crucial components of automated systems in property management, providing valuable insight into various aspects of property performance. These insights derived from real-time data empower property managers and stakeholders to make informed decisions, optimize operations, and engage in strategic planning. Here are some of those examples like rental trends, vacancy rates, financial data, maintenance needs, tenant behavior and satisfactions, lease renewal rates, market comparisons, operational efficiency. So when you adopt a system with all this real-time data, could help you to make more informed decisions. Okay, next is enhanced security is definitely a crucial part of automated property management systems. The implementation of security measures such as data encryptions and secure payment gateways ensure the critical data is safeguarded against unauthorized access, thereby promoting trust among property managers, tenants, and other stakeholders. Here are some examples like data encryptions for all the sensitive data, a secure payment gateways, access control, authentication mechanism, regular security audits, data backup and recovery in terms of any disaster, secure communication channels, compliance with data protection regulations. Scalability and flexibility are definitely in part of this automated property management systems, whereby they are built to scale seamlessly as the number of properties in the portfolio grows. whether managing a few units or an extensive real estate portfolio. This system can handle increased data volume, user accounts, and transaction loads. Scalability ensure that the property management systems remain responsive and perform well, even as the size and complexity of the property portfolio expand. Multi-property management. One of the key features of automated property management system is the ability to concurrently handle the operations of multiple properties. This includes features such as centralized dashboards, reporting tools, and communication channels that provide an overview of the entire property portfolio. Property managers can efficiently navigate and manage different properties within a unified system, streamlining tasks and reducing the need for separate systems for each property. And the consistent user experience. Scalable property management system offer a consistent user experience across all properties. This uniformity simplifies training for property manager, ensure a cohesive approach to operations, and facilitates efficient collaborations among staff members working across different locations. Cloud operation and automations. Scalable system often includes features for bulk operation and automation. Property managers can apply changes, updates, or processes to multiple properties simultaneously, reducing the time and effort required for routine tasks. Automation ensures that workflows remain efficient and can be easily scaled to accommodate a growing number of properties without a proportional increase in manual labor. Integration with third-party solutions. These are commonly practiced right now in Malaysia, whereby IoT such as license plate recognitions, QR code generator for the door access. So scalable property management systems are designed to integrate with third-party solutions such as accounting software, CRM system, or even marketing tools. This facilitates a seamless flow for information and allows property manager to use specialized tools while still benefiting from the centralized management system provided by the automated system. Adaptable reporting and analytics. Scalable systems offer robust reporting and analytics capability that can provide insight into the performance of individual property as well as the entire portfolio. Property managers can customize report to meet specific requirements, enabling them to make data-driven decisions that align with the overall strategic goals of the organizations. Flexibility in configurations, adoption of a cloud-based technology, and last but not least, modular architecture. Okay. Regulatory compliance is also part of the important aspects of an automated property management system. Why? Because up-to-date legal knowledge is very important. Lease agreement compliance, document management and retentions, fair housing compliance, financial reporting compliance, compliance checklist and reminder, security and privacy compliance, integration with compliant tools. All of these are very important in the regulatory compliances. Time-saving management also is very important because of the automated maintenance scheduling, timely responses to repair requests, work order automation that helps them to sort out and to help the handyman to actually carry out their daily job, inventory management, communication and notifications to inform the tenants and the residents of the built and or the done job, budgeting and expense tracking, preventive maintenance and analytics, integration with maintenance service providers, historical data and auditing. And financial management offers the benefits of rent collection automations, late penalty charges, financial reporting, expense tracking, budget planning and forecasting, integration with the accounting software, automated generations of financial statements, security and compliance, automatic rent increases and lease renewals, vendor payment automations. Okay. Why should you adopt this system? Because of remote accessibility. Due to the cloud-based architecture, you can access the system anytime, anywhere, and real-time information is updated. And last but not least, all these are accessible via the web and also the mobile apps. Okay, the benefits of automated property management, let me reiterate. It will help you in rent collections automations, lease agreements and lease agreement managements, maintenance request automations, work order automations, communication automations, document management automations, task automation for routine processes, financial automation, integration with third-party services, data analytics, and reporting. Okay, so why there's a need for improved communications? Because when you have this in place, the tenants will find it a lot more easier to make their inquiries 24/7. The system will help you to answer certain standard questions and to reroute the cases to the property managers when it's needed. Okay, and time and cost savings, because it helps you to plan and to execute the job accordingly. So the resources are being planned well. And better organizations and documentation, because everything is stored digitally and ensure the consistency throughout your property management. Okay, data-driven making decisions is to help you to do your analytics so that you know what is the best way to serve your tenants and residents. And it will tell you your occupancy rates as well. So in terms of the renewals, you will know how to bargain, how to negotiate with your tenants for the leasing renewals. And it will help you to analyze on the rental trends and market analysis. So these are all the parts of the benefits of data-driven decision making. It's not just about managing people, but also managing the property as well. Okay, financial management is to help you to ensure that your book is balanced, so the financial status is always healthy, and you can even do your budget planning and forecasting. This is very important as it helps you to create, modify, and monitor within the system. Budget planning and forecasting automation contribute to proactive financial management and help property managers set realistic financial goals. Okay, late fees automations also, it helps you to generate the late payment interest without any manual interventions, so that the calculation is always fair. Okay. Remote accessibility, this I has mentioned that the system can be accessed 24/7, anytime, anywhere. And increased security, like I mentioned just now, the data are being encrypted and only secured users are able to be authenticated and access the system and to get to their informations. And automated property management software also emphasizes in role-based access control. So not everybody will see the same menu. Some of them will see different functions because of their role-based. Secure payment gateways, automated property management software should have this in place to allow many kinds of payment options to their residents to ease their job for making the payment. Regular security audits and monitoring, data backup and disaster recovery. Secure APIs and integrations are also part of this automated property management system. Security patchings and update is also a must to ensure that the software is staying up to date, and firewall protections to ensure the data and the system is well protected. Security training for users to ensure that they do not simply share their username and password to another person's, so that because all the systems will actually have the audit log for each and every logging and activities. And compliance with data protection regulations. All the data kept in the systems are make sure that it's only accessible by the authorized authenticated users. Okay, scalability and growth. Automated property managements will have the bright future in the future. Will have a bright future because of their unified data management, efficient communications, scalable workflows, and automations of repetitive tasks. So repetitive tasks like such as monthly billing is already handled by the system, so no longer require any manual work. Financial consolidations, portfolio of performance analytics, and we can even do customizations for different property type. Okay, these are the informations that I gathered throughout Malaysia for about close to 600 property sites in Malaysia's condos. So as you can see over here, without the system, their efficiency is pretty low. Semi-automated, meaning that they do not adopt the full functionality of the automated systems. And the light blue is where you can see the efficiency is very high, but the staff are still required to be trained. Okay, let me quickly wrap up because time is almost up. Okay, automation doesn't mean to take away the human roles and duties, but to enhance and improve the quality of deliverables and reduce the manual workloads. Workforce could be trained to focus in better and more complicated manner. How we utilize AI is in the AI chatbots that could help to answer a lot of standard questions to reduce a lot of property managers' job. And big data for the analysis. When you have certain big data, you know what is the market trend for the rental rates. So it will help the property managers to make a more informed decisions whether to increase the rental or not. And cloud computing allowed to access the system anytime, anywhere, and the uptime is up to 99.99%. And advanced tasks, whether jobs are being done by the system, so the staff could well focus in the more advanced tasks. All right, that wraps up my presentations of today. Back to you, the host. Thank you everyone for your time. Again, I'm Ouii from iRumah Solutions. Thank you everyone.
Hi, Ian. Thanks so much for sharing what I think is a very applicable and very useful case study. And I also think it's one of, I would say, more advanced use case of applying automation. So that makes it all super interesting. I have a few questions that we received during your presentation. So if it's okay, we still have a few minutes left. So I'd like to moderate those if that's okay. The first question, which I will project on the screen right now, is from Jamila. And the question is, in what way has an owner and tenant satisfaction been measured and improved after the implementation of digital property management systems?
Okay, let me answer the first questions. Usually all those like contact numbers, IC numbers, or the names are being encrypted. Okay, using a triple dash AES-256. So the data are encrypted, so no one, even you compromise the database, you are unable to actually to see the raw data directly. And only the systems has the private and public key that you can actually get access to see what is the actual data. Okay. Yeah, the cyber threats, usually we have the DDoS and anti-DDoS, denial of services. We have the firewall in place, both hardware and software. We also have antivirus screening and running 24 hours, sorry, not 24 hours, once a day.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
Next question. Yeah, Jamila Tan. Let me read it out. In what ways has owner and tenant satisfaction been measured and improved after the implementation of the digital property management system? Okay, well, this is how we carry out. We actually did a survey before and after a property management system has been adopted by the respective condos. So we do send out the surveys and feedback forms because we also want to improve the systems from time to time. So this is how we gather the informations, and usually this is we conducted this via AC Nelson, a third-party company who actually helped us to conduct this survey.
Nice. I think that's the perfect answer to the question.
Thank you.
And then
any more?
I think those were the major questions that were asked.
Yeah.
Good. In that case, Ian, I would like to take a moment to thank you for your participation in Automation Days Asia. I hope you had fun, or at least I thought it was a very excellent presentation. So thank you so much for sharing your extensive case study. Absolute pleasure to listen to you and the case that you have presented. So it was very nice. Good. For everyone that is listening, we have our next tracks coming up. And in our next tracks, we're going to be listening to two new speakers. In track 1, we will have Nico Bitzer, who is the CEO at Bots and People. And he is going to be talking about how do you do upskilling for AI and automation right in 2023. So I know a lot of you have been asking questions around knowledge sharing, training programs. So I think this is an excellent session that addresses that. And the second question, or the second session, is going to be by Sean C., who is the CEO and founder of SEO Hacker. And he is going to look at how do you use automation technology and SEO in the age of artificial intelligence. So again, 2 very interesting sessions coming up. With that, I would like to thank Ian one more time for being with us today. And we look forward to seeing everyone back in 15 minutes from now.